Hello, 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 my beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday. We all excited. We're getting ready for our weekend. Happy November. If I haven't seen you yet. It's dope, right? We had Halloween, we had Samhain, we had the Day of the Dead, we had All Saints Day, Mars is gone retrograde. There's a lot going on this week, right? A lot going on. Hopefully you joined me yesterday on the live on Instagram and Facebook, but if you didn't, you can catch the replay here because I always post it on YouTube when I'm done. But anyway, I love you guys. I miss you guys. What's up, Divine Feminines? So how are you feeling? Like, are you feeling a little bit more grounded at this time? Or are you kind of shaky from all these energies that are going on? Mars retrograde, slowing things down a little bit, right? So not a point of frustration, just kind of like falling back, resting, reflecting, looking at the big picture of things, right? You know, Mars is good for that passion, that fire, getting things started, right? And so we're kind of like channeling that energy in a little bit of a different way. It's like having fire and the difference between like a fire that's out of control, you know, like the wildfires, in comparison to a fire that you can control, like when you're using a candle or, you know, a fireplace or on your stovetop, something like that. So we really just want to use these energies to just help focus, help reflect, maybe get some rest. Rest has been so highlighted during this time, especially during the eclipse season, right? We had that powerful um, partial solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th, and we're heading towards the next eclipse, the lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 8th of this month. And then that also leads us right into the 11-11 portal. So if you're feeling a little bit sleepy, a little tired, maybe even like um, a little prickly, you know, like there's just a lot going on with this energy. The eclipse I know has wiped out a lot of us. Like I was just like, I'm not a napper. And I was just like, wow, maybe I need to take a nap. Like, and that's very foreign to me, you know? Like, I was like one of the moms and they're like, oh, sleep when the baby's sleeping. Like, I didn't do that. Like, I was like, I have things to do. I gotta cook. I gotta do laundry. I gotta clean up. Like, that's just not my thing. I'm like a night owl and an early bird, you know? Like, I just, hashtag team no sleep. So, even I have been feeling that like extra need to just kind of like, whew, really bring it down, you know, kind of like hibernation mode as we're gearing up for like the winter season, at least here in the northern hemisphere. So, my beloveds, there's a lot going on. The ancestors have been coming through heavy, 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 supporting us, loving on us, pushing us, guiding us, even kind of like apologizing. Some, I think I mentioned this to like the Divine Masculines, maybe, or even the Twin Flame Collective, that my ancestors came down big time, like one of my support, one of my love, giving me their support, giving me their love, and then just like with an apology, like, hey, sorry that like you're stuck with this task, basically, you know. And I was kind of like, appreciate you, you know, I'm a little tired, but any help from the other side of the veil, you know, beings of the purest light and highest vibration, you want to come through with a little bit more advice or help me utilize these gifts and these skills for the, you know, the greater good of all and get me on my next and highest, greatest timeline, like all here for it, you know. So lighting a candle, honoring them as always, just creating a sacred space, really connecting with them, doing ancestral readings, you know, just trying to see what other messages that they have coming in for me. So definitely encouraging you guys to do the same thing, you know, like especially as we head towards the full moon. Like the full moon is such a powerful time to connect with your ancestors. Obviously, if you didn't do it on Halloween or like All Saints Day or the Day of the Dead, whatever, when the veil's really, really thin, the veil is still thin at this time, right? It's not like it just automatically closed back up. Um, and with this energy of the eclipse, and eclipses are about like propelling us to our fate, right? So how we were kind of being gently nudged along during like Virgo season and Libra season was kind of like, hey, you should do this, you know, focus on yourself, kind of bring things into balance, you know, like a little gentle push here, a little reminder there. Like Scorpio came through like with the shove, you know, it's like, no, like let's go, get things going, like move that ass, right? And Mars also rules Scorpio as well, right? So that's that fire, that initiation going on behind you. But then, hey friend, but then Venus was in Scorpio, right? So it kind of like it was like a tough love moment. Like it was a push, but it was like, you know, I'm pushing you because you kind of need to do this. You know, it's like you need to kind of like figure this out. It's like when the parent, it like lets go of the bike when the kid is like trying to learn the bike for the first time. And it's like, I'm not holding you forever. Like, you got to figure this out. You know, if you fall, cool, get back up, I'll help you. But You got this, right? And then Venus also rules Taurus, so it's really going to be comfortable as we move into that lunar eclipse of having us focus once again on love, on beauty, on creativity, on money, right? Being very mindful of the fact that you create your own economy, right? And I know it can kind of be scary in this world where you have like things that are going up and down and back and forth, and things might seem a little unsteady. It's like, do I leave my job and go to this next job? What if I don't make enough money? Or can I afford to take that pay cut? Or am I being crazy? Do I start this own business? You know, you have like all these thoughts going on. It's just like, have a little faith, like maybe take that leap of faith, and for many of us, that's what it is. It's like stopping, swallowing, right? I just got that throat chakra initiation. It's just like, all right, you know what? I'm going to do this, like I'm going to do it. Like good, better, and different, whatever. I'm going to remind you guys once again, like in spiritual truth, there's no wrong path, right? And so sometimes we're on the expressways of life and sometimes we got to take the back roads, right? But at the end of the day, all roads lead home, right? And so when we're in alignment with our truth, with our goals, with our dreams, with our spiritual path and our mission, right? Things start to make sense. We get one step and then the next step and then the next step and the next step. When we're moving away from that, that's when things get a little convoluted, right? That's when things get a little bit testy. That's when we start creating like all this discord in our life, and it kind of feels like our life is like a shit show, or we start like not feeling well, right? We start getting like illness and dis-ease. It's because we're moving away from our soul, we're moving away from our truth, we're moving away from our path, right? And so we would just want to kind of like stop during this time of resting, reflection, during the retrograde, and kind of look at things and be like, huh, maybe I need to do things a little bit differently, or maybe I need to take a break right now, right? Maybe I'm just focusing my energy so much on it that I'm the one getting in my own way, right? Sometimes we so much want a thing that we have that energy of want and that we're putting that energy onto the universe. So we're telling the universe, hey, I want that thing, which means I don't have it. And so the universe is like, oh, okay, you don't have it. Cool. And it just keeps amplifying that energy. And sometimes you got to take a step back and walk away from a thing and just change your energy in order to stop delaying the process, right? Um, and that's the energy that's coming up right now. It's like you don't want to really get in your own way, right? And so for a lot of you, what you may not realize is that retrogrades are also like very receptive. And so some of the things that you put out into the universe, maybe during the beginning of the year, during the other eclipse season, that you've kind of moved away from, or you got frustrated, or you just kind of threw your hands up and surrender, or whatever, like those things are going to start happening now because you let it go, because you walked away, because you stopped holding on to the outcome so much, right? You planted the seed and you're like, you know what? I need to go do something else, right? It's like when you're working on a project and you get stuck and you get so frustrated trying to figure it out, figure out the wording, figure out the problem. You just get stuck, 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 stuck here in this energy. And then next thing you know, you're like, you know what, let me go grab a coffee, let me go take a shower, let me go for a walk, right? And it's like during those times when you walk away that you have those epiphanies, that you get those downloads, that the information does come to you, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, boom, a light bulb goes out, right? Because you shifted your energy, right? How many times have you been in like on the toilet or in the shower or like in the bath, and all of a sudden you got all the information that you want to get, right? That happens to me all the time when I'm in the shower or the bathtub, and I'm always like, I don't have a pen, to like write this stuff down. Like, Lord, keep it at the forefront of my mind so I remember it when I get out the shower so I can do something with it, right? Get these amazing downloads in the bathroom. The bathroom is such a sacred place, right? So anyway, we got that working out for you. So, my beautiful divine feminine, so I love so very, very much. Happy November. I'm so glad you're here with me. Thank you guys for being here with me. New subscribers, old subscribers, it doesn't matter. Like, I love you all. It's so delicious. Our High Vibe tribe is growing. People are opening their hearts. So many of you are activating your gifts, which I'm so excited about. Like, I just love that. I love how you're like awakening, coming online, and like stepping onto your path and stepping into your truth, and like knowing your worth and setting really healthy boundaries. Like it's so delicious. Like remembering your light, knowing that you're luminous. I'm so here for it. So thank you, angels. Thank you guys for being here with me in the Divine Feminine Collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to see for this beautiful, beautiful first week of November? And while this veil is so thin, I love that for you. You got a lot of messages coming out today. This is why I was laughing. Shakana, the presence of the divine feminine, right? Here you are at the center of everything. There is light, and I am that light. You are the light, my beautiful divine feminines. You are the light. Glorious, luminous, delicious, vibrant. A lighthouse, right? Like a candle on top of the table, the sunshine when somebody's walking out of the basement. Like that's who you are. So gorgeous. Bottom of the deck. Mirabai. I always listen. If I mess up the names, don't judge me. Doing my best. The saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Right? Again, when you're honoring yourself, honoring your path, honoring your truth, things start to make more sense, right? The path becomes open up to you, right? It's like imagine like walking through like a forest, and as you take every step, like it's just like the trees and the grass and the bushes start moving out of the way for you. Like that's how powerful your light is. Like it's not like you're there with a freaking machete cutting things down. Literally your presence is causing a gateway. Your presence is causing the pathway to reveal itself to you. Stand in that power and know just how luminous and how delicious and how amazing you are. Amazing. Oh my gosh, I love this. I saw them both in the pre-shuffle, and here they are, literally back to back. They were just on top of each other. So we have Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I am authentic. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. And then we have Captain Labor, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. So one, like I said, a lot of the things that you've been manifesting or have put the seeds that you planted like so long ago, whether that was in the beginning of the year during the eclipse season or just over the course of years, like some things that you planted some seeds, maybe they haven't manifested yet and you kind of gave up on them or you stopped thinking about them. A lot of these things are going to start coming online. A lot of these things are going to start being activated. So get ready to receive some miracles in your life. Like literally just be like, God, I'm so excited about today. Like, thank you that every day I receive miracles. I'm so excited about what tomorrow will bring. Every day I receive miracles. I'm so excited about what tomorrow will bring. Every day I receive miracles. I'm so excited about what tomorrow will bring. Like, make it your mantra. Like, I am deserving of miracles. I am deserving of grace. I am deserving of abundance. I am deserving of love. Like, these are the things. And know it and own it and feel it. Like, I can feel it when I say it. Like, my body's covered in angel bumps right now, right? Like, I can really feel it. Like, this is not just me, it's you. You know what I mean? Because I'm a reflection of you, just like you're a reflection of me. So get ready for the miracles. Get ready for your healing. Get ready for your abundance. Get ready to be propelled forward in the most delicious way. You know, it's like someone's pushing you down a freaking slide and you're kind of scared to go down. But when you go down, you realize how fun it is. It's exciting. You're throwing your hands up and you're freaking celebrating. Like, this is your time. Perpetua is here, and I love her because see how she's holding these like papers. This is a reminder to have like a journaling practice, right? Take some notes, like um, keep a dream journal. Just start writing down the things that you're feeling, the things that you're seeing, whether those are the signs, the synchronicities, the comments that are being made. Writing down your goals and dreams, right? And Habakkuk 2:2 in the Bible, it says like write it upon a tablet for everyone to see. Like write down the thing that you're trying to create in your life, right? We want to write it down. I'm big on encouraging everybody to script out your day. Like, get a freaking journal. You can go to a freaking dollar store, get a 99-cent little composition book, right? And script out your day. And what I mean by scripting out your day is you want to write as if your day is already completed and you're writing as a reflection of that day. For instance, right? So let's say I'm trying to manifest like taking my kids to Disney World, right? Something that they definitely want, and I'm definitely going to be doing for them. Um, so I'm going to sit down and write and be like, oh my God, we just had the best day at Disney World. Like, Sincere and Yellow were freaking laughing all day, and they looked so cute in their Mickey Mouse ears, and we had so much fun, and they really enjoyed the rides, and we ate and almost made ourselves sick, and I was so excited for all the funnel cake. I ran into an old friend. It was amazing. The weather was great. It wasn't even too hot, even though we were in Florida. Like, it felt like, the angels were there, just keep giving us this cool breeze, and I haven't laughed that long in such a long time. Like, thank you, God, for this day. It was so amazing. I'm so excited that I got to do this thing with my kids, right? But now I'm scripting it out as if the day is already done, as if it's already over. I created this image in my mind. Guess what? The universe doesn't know what's real and what's not. So now that I've put it out there and I've wrote it down, now my energy and my soul has to bring me to this day and create this magical event to take place in my life, right? I just created it right now and just manifested it through having this conversation with you all. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels, for this blessing, right? And so you want to just do that, like make it a habit of starting to script out your day. Like, what do you want your life to look like? in terms of your health, your well-being, your lifestyle, your relationships, travel, fun, laughter, with your relationship with your friends, with your family, with your children, with your intimate partners, right? With yourself, right? Like take stock and start jotting some shit down. And it doesn't matter if other people believe it or not. It doesn't matter if people are in agreement with you or not, right? Like you're writing these things down and it's gonna manifest in the most delicious way, right? Obviously, everybody has free will. You want to do things for the highest and greatest good. You're not trying to like control or dictate anyone else's life. This is about you creating your own fantasy, right? Like, oh my God, I had the best lunch with my homegirls, and it was like we had like this boozy brunch, and it was so fun. We went to pick up the kids, and we were kind of like burping because we had a little bit too much champagne, but it was great. And then when I got home, I didn't even have to make dinner because my husband came in. He drove by the restaurant that I love, and he came in with freaking dinner because he got out of work early, and he had texted me, I don't need to worry about dinner, and it was just like the best day ever, and it was so fun. The kids got their work done early, they went to bed, we had a great romantic night. We haven't made love like that in such a long time. Like, start getting into it, right? Feeling it, like just really like feeling into it and owning it. Like that is that energy, and you just want to just pour it out there, right? And also, the other message from Perpetua is that we want to give our feelings a voice, like a platform, right? Like because we have this Mars retrograde energy going on, and because they can be a little like aggressive and kind of testy, and people can kind of be a little, hey butterfly friend, just saw a yellow butterfly go by, transformation happening, right? Um, People could be a little prickly right now, right? We want to just give our anger, our frustration, our bitterness, our resentment, whatever those feelings are, we want to give them a platform. And so you don't want to be out here just kind of like bugging, flipping, arguing with people, right? And just because someone's projecting some nonsense onto you, you don't want to just kind of like react and just flip out. No, it's like, let me take a step back. Let me write out, like, wow, that really another butterfly for you guys. Sorry. Wow, that really pissed me off, and I'm really frustrated, and I hate when these situations happen, or I'm so mad about this. Whatever it is, you know what I mean. This is your journal, your piece of paper. You getting your emotions out. You're allowed to freaking curse, cry, however you choose to express it. Even if it's like you writing a letter to somebody else, right? Like if you're not gonna have this conversation with them face to face, obviously, because we don't want to be dropping our vibration, right? You can get it all out on a piece of paper, and then when you're done saying what you got to say and getting it all out, you've given it a platform. It's come out of your physical vessel, right? So now you're not like lowering your vibration. You can either stay in your journal, you can burn it, you can tear it up, you can flush it down the toilet, whatever you choose to do with it, right? That's between you, right? You and your higher self. You just want to get it out, and give your emotions a platform so that you're not holding on to this pain, this bitterness, this resentment within our body, right? The last thing you want to do is cause a cancer to start forming in your body because you're holding on to this bitterness, this anger, and this resentment. No, thank you. Time to move on. Okay. And then Saraswati, the goddess of self knowledge. Know thyself, right? The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create, right? This is about knowing yourself. Self knowledge and self realization is going to bring you so far. And the emotions, the memories that are coming up for you right now, right? And it's not just you, like everybody. We're all going through this, right? Where we're having to really lean into it, right? Really feel it to heal it. Like you're having these flashbacks of different relationships or occurrences or situations that you've been in that maybe didn't feel so nice, right? Didn't feel so great with the scorpionic energy, all that kind of dark stuff, the stuff that's been kind of buried beneath the surface and kind of like pushed to the side. All of that stuff is coming up. And it's not for judgment and it's not for criticism. It is always for self knowledge, self realization, and self love. It's coming up so you can transmute it into something greater. So you can look at it from a different perspective so that you can finally deal with it head on and stop hiding from it. All right? That's a gift that you're getting. The Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body. And I love the women in my life fiercely, right? So whether you're a divine feminine who's actually in a female body, or a divine feminine that's in a male body right now, this is about loving the other women, physical women in your realm. Your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, your cousin, your coworker, right? Just like looking at the other women in your life and honoring them and respecting them. We started off the year with Venus being retrograde, which really highlighted and focused on the divine feminine energy and all the healing that needed to be done within the divine feminine collective. And now we're at the end of the year with Mars being retrograde and focusing on the healing that needs to be done within the masculine collective, right? And so we really want to honor that, right? And honor the masculine and the feminine energies within all the people around us, and honor the role that women have been taking on this planet, right? Like physical women. There's so many changes and upheavals and uproars going on around the world right now as people are standing in their truth, right? Like, I can dress the way I want, I can wear my hair the way I want, I can sleep with who I want, I can not sleep with who I want, I can have an abortion, I cannot have an abortion, I can have children, I cannot have children. Like, I choose my life because this is me, this is my soul, this is my purpose, this is my plan, this is my, my divine mission. This has nothing to do with anyone else. The only person you owe anything to is your soul. That's who you honor at the end of the day. Do as I will and harm none in return, right? And then we have, and Hadunana, awful. The high priestess. I am one with what? My soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Like I said, the only one you owe anything to is your own soul. Plain, blank, and simple. I feel like for some of you, you have been connecting kind of with the fact that you've been a high priestess in other lifetimes, right? So we have that ancient knowledge and wisdom being activated from the ancient Atlantis and ancient Egypt, right? And all of that stuff kind of coming online. Oh my God, yeah, I can feel that everywhere in my body, right? So these psychic gifts and skill sets that you have that are being activated at this time, right? Like, don't shy away from it, right? If your dreams are getting more vivid, if you're having more deja vu, if you're just kind of like seeing things a little differently, we have more colors coming onto the planet, different sounds that are being activated. For some of you, like your hand chakras, right, are being more activated. Maybe you've been getting the ringing in the ears and you're a little bit more clairaudient, right? Tap into it, fall into it, right? Like I said, journal about it, trust it. If you need guidance, reach out to someone. You can contact me. My information is always below, or you can reach out to somebody else in the mystical kind of like spiritual world that has these gifts. For many of you, you have these dreams, right? Or you just kind of know when it comes to like herbs and foods, like what to do, right? And it's just innate to you because it's always been a part of your family, and maybe your family doesn't kind of word it like that, right? Like maybe you're not worded as like a priestess or a psychic or however they choose to word it, because sometimes words trigger people, but you know what you know what you know what you know, right? Like once a witch, always a witch. It's kind of that thing. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad witch. It doesn't mean that you're a bad priestess, right? It just means that you connected with these energies. And so maybe you're starting to resonate with Isis and Osiris and Thoth and like the Emerald Tablets, right? Maybe you're getting those activations and you just feel more drawn to like Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary or the spiritual texts of like Yeshua and the Bible and like, all these different books that are around. Like, tap into it, go down the rabbit hole. Like a little white rabbit, Neo. Okay. Oh, Kuan Yin, I love her, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. One, she's holding the yoni mudra. So again, if you're a female form, right, that might be really helpful to you. I know I just did a yoni steam recently, which was freaking awesome. Had a little toxicity still built in there from my ex, and I was like doing everything in my freaking power. I'm like, why is his energy so strong, and why won't he leave me the fuck alone? Like, we broke up, live in another state, it's over, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'm doing binding, cord cuttings, praying, burning shit. I'm doing everything in my power, and the energy was still there. And I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I think this might work, right? I did a freaking yoni steam, and I could feel the energy like coming down. That was getting like stuck in my lower back, and I could finally feel like that breaking. And I was like, freedom, freedom. All right, anyway. So this is about having compassion and one for yourself, right? Having a lot of compassion for yourself. Be easy with yourself during this time, right? We're healing, we're growing, we're evolving, we're ascending, we're seeing shit differently. We've gone through a lot, we've been through a lot, we've done a lot, we've received a lot, right? This is a lot of heavy energy. So be compassionate with yourself, but also be compassionate with others. Because like I said, everybody's going through this at this time, right? It might be at different levels depending on where you're at on your spiritual path, but we're all feeling the feels. We're all doing the damn thing. We're all dancing this dance, right? So flow into it, flow into it, flow into it, and love on yourself. And we had a lot of red energy coming in today, right? Red, 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 red. Oh my God. Behind that, Khadijah, the mother of all believers. I am both spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. That's who you are, divine feminine. But with all this red energy, I'm going to need you to get really grounded, do some root chakra work, right? Whether that's a root chakra meditation here on YouTube, taking a salt bath, getting out in nature, doing some earthing, whatever that means. We need to get that root chakra in order, right? That is our safety, our stability, our security, right? Our finances. That's how we stay connected to Gaia, right? It's like building a house. You need to have a really strong foundation before you can elevate. And especially as your psychic gifts are becoming more and more like online, and as you're tapping into more of your spiritual self, right? We got to really get grounded and dig our roots deeper, right? The deeper your roots go, the higher you can ascend, right? You ever see like an old tree? Like those roots go deep and far and wide before the tree's trunk can go so high and the leaves can expand, right? Like even in the middle of a storm, the tree's not really getting thrown away because the roots are so deep. And that's what's happening with you. We need your roots to be super, super deep, super strong, super secure, so that when the world tries to come at you, tries, you're not affected, right? You look at it and you're like, that's cute, keep it banging, all right? And then we have the beautiful cosmic egg, the womb of all creation. And what? The divine feminine. You showed up twice in your own reading. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever expanding love. You can be, do, or have anything that you want, divine feminine, right? This is the creation spark, right? We first start in the darkness and then we bring forth the light, right? And so this is just reminding you that you have all this energy and all this power behind you to really manifest the life of your dreams. Script it out, say your prayers, light a candle, write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Create a freaking vision board. I created a vision board using Canva, right? I went in, just got some pictures that I freaking love of my life, and found some pictures on the internet of what I know my life is gonna look like, and I put it all together, added some music, and I impressed my damn self. I was like, go on. So let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say. Oh my goodness, I feel like this has come up in every freaking reading this week. Shaman Master. So this is really about controlling the energies around you and knowing how powerful your energies are and how powerful you are as a creator and a manipulator of energies. I don't want to say manipulate because that kind of sounds low vibrational, but you're able to work with and utilize the energies around you because you are an energetic being, right? Our energetic field goes out about like 6 feet in every direction, right? And so this is just you really like being focused with this energy and using it for your highest and greatest good, and then working with the energy um in order to just manifest your healing and your abundance and love, and really bringing this deliciousness into your life, and having your senses being really activated, right? It's like when you see someone who understands like martial arts and they're really working and they're able to sense when people are behind them, it's not because they have eyes behind their head, right? It's like they're using every part of their auric field to feel what's going on around them, right? So they can kind of see the hit before it comes. They realize that there's energy shifting behind them and they're responding to it, right? With grace, with ease and flow. You see how easily he's moving? And we have this beautiful praying mantis here, and it's like ball of like golden energy. So one, when you're manifesting things, right, you can actually like bring forth the energy down and create like an energetic ball within your hand, right? You kind of like want to bring the energy out, and you can feel it, and you're going to want to work with this often, so that you can kind of feel the energies, and then put your intentions into that ball, right? It's like waking your hand chakras up, you're feeling the energies there. You can expand it, expand it, expand it. And I'm going to put forth the energy of love and abundance and divine well being for everyone who can see this message or connects with my energy, or anywhere that you guys go, and blessing people with your own energy and your light. We're going to put all that energy into this beautiful ball. Joy, love, abundance, divine well being, right? Protection for everyone that's seeing this message, for everyone that's here with the High Vibe Tribe, and anyone that they interact with. And then we're just going to feel that energy. We're going to pour our hearts into it, and we're going to bless it, and we're going to thank the divine for allowing us to have this gift. And then we're going to take it, and we're going to throw it up and let it be caught in the heavens. And we know that it is done. It is done, right? We serve a God of completion. We don't pray being like, oh God, can you please, please, please. It's like, Do you think that God, that there's something impossible for God? No, we pray to God. We're like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the love. Thank you for my beautiful health. Thank you for all the amazing people in my life. Thank you for the miracles that come into my life every day. Thank you for covering me with grace. Thank you for protecting my children. Thank you for protecting my home. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for just waking me up today, right? That is what we're working with grace and ease and flow. We don't have to force anything, right? I love the fact that the praying mantis is there because even the mantis is just like in this energy of prayer, prayer and trust, right? And knowing that everything that it needs will be provided onto it. Amazing. And look at you, divine feminines, the freaking oracle. I love this for you. Wait for important information. Again, we're in retrograde season, right? So if you want to just take a minute and fall back, don't overthink it, right? Just because you're waiting doesn't mean that it's a no. Just because you have to pause for a second doesn't mean that you're off path, right? Sometimes you just gotta wait and chill. Sometimes you text somebody, you're waiting for an answer, you just gotta wait. Maybe they're busy, maybe their phone died, maybe they're in the bathroom, maybe they're driving. You never know. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna get your answer. It just means that maybe you just have to wait. And she's also scrying, right? You see in this pool, this bowl of water. So again, with your psychic gifts, like what are you being drawn to right now to activate your gifts? Is it the clairvoyance? Are you scrying? Are you using tarot? Are you using runes? Are you using dice? Are you doing cardamology? Are you working with candles and flames? Like however it plays out for you, right? Are you utilizing tools? Is it just like your own spiritual being, right? Like I know many light workers that can like interpret dreams, right? Or they see spirits around people. I think it's freaking amazing and powerful. I kind of cut off that sense when I was younger because I got freaked out, but something I might be working towards in the future. I'm not sure yet. My ancestors and I are still going back and forth with that. They think that I should. I'm like, I think I do enough, but like use your gifts. You have these powerful gifts and knowings and understandings within you. You're having conversations with people and you're downloading information, right? And the channel is coming through you. You don't even remember what the frick was said to you at the moment because it wasn't for you, right? It was just you being used as a vessel to the divine, right? You have like this beautiful insight about someone's life and people are coming up to you and like just telling you their dreams or their goals or pouring out their whole heart into you and they don't even know why they're talking to you. It's because you're so luminous. You're such a safe space, right? So lean into that, right? Accept that that's a part of the gifts of who you are, a part of the magic that makes you the unique being that you are, right? My throat is starting to close, so I know some of you are scared to speak up, but it's time. Okay, it's time. It's time. Take charge with authority. Lord, this is the Emperor card in the traditional tarot, right? This is about you knowing your power, your strength, your divinity, who you are, that you're sovereign, right? You have nothing to be afraid of, nothing at all. Anything you don't know, ask the divine, right? Lord, give me the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding of this thing so I know how to best use it, so I know how to best serve, so I know how to make this work for my greatest good, how to put this on my highest and greatest timeline. Don't be afraid to ask, right? Closed mouth won't get fed. Oh, and Gaia coming through. I love it. Thank you, Gaia, for being here with us. Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted, right? If you get freaked out, if you get scared, if you get overwhelmed, go out into nature. Get grounded. We talked about this already. This is our connection with Gaia. Like, if you can't go out into nature because it's not weather permitting, bring nature into your house. Whether that's a plant, or just like listening to like shamanic drums on YouTube or watching the freaking nature channel, like however you choose to connect with it. There's going to be a lot there for you. A lot there for you. And look at the freaking butterflies showing up for you guys again. So for many of you, butterflies is going to be super important to you this week. Like you're just gonna start seeing more. You're gonna start connecting with them more. And butterflies go through huge transformations, right? From the caterpillar to the butterfly. Like their life gets completely dissolved in order for them to become a butterfly. Like they're caterpillar one day, just eating shit and eating the dirt, basically eating the dirt. Then they go into the chrysalis, and they have to completely dissolve. You have to completely become undone in order to get to the next version of yourself. And I know for some of you that's really scary, right? Thinking about the fact that like you're not going to be the same on the other side of this energy, and you're not. But that's the most amazing part. It's like understanding that maybe this wasn't working for me, right? Like I got to a point in my life where trying to do stuff. I'm an Aries, right? We ram through things with a head start. We try to force it. If it doesn't work, we're gonna make it work. If there's not a door, I'm gonna make a door. I'm gonna kick one in, whatever it has to do. And I realized at a point, especially I worked in restaurants for over 20 years. And I'm looking for a job, looking for a job, looking for a job, looking for a job. I'm working in restaurants, they're closing, they're closing, they're closing. Not a big deal. I'll go to another restaurant. There's hundreds of thousands, right, in my city. Not a big deal. But then I couldn't get a job. And I'm like, how is it that I can't get a freaking restaurant job? Like, I am restaurants. Like, I was tripping out. And this calling kept coming to me with the spiritual stuff. And I was like, la 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 la, not doing it, not trying to hear it. Um, and I couldn't get a restaurant job, and I just didn't understand like what the hell was going on. And then finally, I had to answer the call. Like it was like, "Hello, God's like, you done playing with me?" You know what I mean? Like I texted you 100 times, and when I finally stepped onto this path, which was freaking me out, which makes me nervous, which I'm still sometimes questioning because I'm just like, "Really, Lord, you really got me out here like." Talking about angels and fairies and stuff like that. Like people are gonna think I'm crazy, and they're like, it's not about them. And I'm this. Well, it's not about like what people think. Like just do what you're being guided to do, and all will be well, right? And all has been well. Everything has just been working itself out along the way. So I know that this can be a little scary, especially when it comes to the world of spirit. You know, people think those of us that are kind of like woo woo or spiritual, that, oh, they're out there, they're crazy, and it's just like, dude, you're gonna believe what you want to believe. Like I'm gonna plant the seed and I'm out. I'm going to get my coffee. I'm going to get my tea. I'm going to play with my kids. I'm not doing that, right? I don't know how many times I've said what I said to somebody and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, okay. I move on with my life. And like 2, 3 weeks later, it's like I'll get a phone call or a text message like, oh my God, you remember da da da? And then I saw this on Instagram. I saw this on YouTube or somebody else said it. I'm like, oh, when they say it, it's different. But when I said it, I'm crazy. I'm like, you know what? I don't even get mad anymore. I just laugh. I'm like, I don't care how you get the message, as long as you get the message, right? I was just here to say what I said, and I move on. What you do with that information is on you. And so just know that, like, you have your task. Step into your gifts, step into your goals, step into your dreams, step onto your path. What other people do with that information is not on you. The people that are meant to hear this information and meant to resonate with you and meant to be in alignment with you will be drawn onto you, will be magnetized onto you. You don't have to worry about it. And if you need some course correction along the way, that's why you have a whole freaking team of light. Angels, ascended masters, guardian angels, archangels, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, the galactic star family, beings of the purest light and highest vibration that are here with you every single moment of every single day, pouring their light, their love into you at every single time, especially at this time right now where the veil is so thin and the energy is so potent. Like, get with your ancestors, do some meditations, do some prayer work, light a freaking candle, start doing some writing. Like, really connect with this energy. Allow it to serve your highest and greatest good. You will not regret trusting God ever. I promise you that. Protection guardian. What did I just say? You're safeguarded and protected always, right? Drop your shields. Put your guard down and step onto this path. I promise you, you're going to be okay. I swear to you. I swear to you, you're going to be okay. I swear to you, you're going to be okay. And look at this. You got some hand chakras being activated. I feel like some of you are clairtangent. I know I am. When I touch stuff and when I touch people, it's different. When I cook, it's different. When I massage people, it's different. You know, when I lay hands on people, it's very different. Utilize that, right? To the best of your ability. Maybe you don't know how to do it yet. That's fine. We do stuff one step at a time. Maybe you're interested in studying Reiki, right? Like whatever it is, just follow through with it. It's leading you down a path, and it doesn't mean that that's going to be your final path. Like maybe you're like, oh, I'm interested in Reiki, and then you're doing that, and then you discover something else. It's like, no, I have to do that. Like you don't have to. It's not a one-trick pony. You can have many talents, many skills, many spiritual gifts. I know I do do a lot out here in the spiritual world, but everything to me has a spiritual basis to it, and I love it all because I can help people in a number of ways, whether it's through my voice and its frequency, or through the videos and connecting with them eye to eye, or touching someone, or like, just hugging someone. Like it's wherever I'm placed and whatever I'm meant to do, the energy, the medicine, the healing will flow through me, and I allow myself to be a vessel to the divine. Every day, I thank God for using me as a vessel in whatever way, shape, or form that may play out that day. And I know it's going to be miraculous in somebody else's life, thus making it miraculous in mine. All right. And last one, ooh, fire guardian. Ignite your passions. Okay, first of all, let's look at the ball of light here again. So thank you, God. Thank you, angels, for bringing those beautiful manifestations up, right? Everybody here is covered in joy and love, abundance, and divine well being. So you're already receiving these blessings. And a reminder to work with your energies. Look at these hand chakras going crazy here. I love that. I love it even more because it's the fire guardian, right? And Mars Fiery, fiery, fiery planet, right? Rules over Aries. We are the first fiery zodiac, right? So again, when I keep saying light a candle, light some incense, like use the energy of fire, write down your whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, right? And then freaking burn it and send that energy out into the freaking universe. Burn some sage to clear your space. Use some dragon's blood. I love working with dragon's blood because it's so powerful. It's so strong, right? More guardians coming in to support you. So guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, all coming in big time, right? Get with them. They love you, right? As do I. So I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Happy November. I'm so glad you guys are here. Definitely join me on the lives if you haven't already. And I will see you so soon. Later, my beloveds.